Welcome back to the deep dive. So today we're tackling something really practical. If you're learning English, this is for you. It's about how to actually train your brain to, think in the language.
Right, instead of always doing that translation step from your first language.
Exactly that step. It's such a common wall, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. You feel like you know the stuff, the grammar, the words, then boom, you need to speak. And it's like everything gets jammed up inside.
Total bottleneck, yeah. And the source material we're using for this deep dive, it's from this great YouTube video conversation, really zeroes in on this exact problem. And it offers some, well, pretty clever ways to handle it. Actionable stuff.
Yeah. And I think our mission today really is to unpack one technique from that source. It seems simple on the surface, but it's actually quite powerful for practicing both thinking and speaking in English. And it's especially good for those times when you feel like you have absolutely zero time to sit down and study. Like properly study.
Okay, let's dive right in then. That challenge. You really nailed it earlier. That feeling of just scrambling for words because you're translating. Our source highlights that as like the core issue, just difficulty finding words fast enough, thinking directly in English.
Mm-hmm. And it only gets harder when life throws things at you, doesn't it?
Tell me about it.
Guests suddenly arrive, or you're traveling, or work blows up unexpectedly, and that hour you carefully planned for your English practice, poof, gone.
Yeah.
And the source really speaks to that exact problem. How do you keep making progress when, structured study time feels like a total luxury?
Okay, so faced with that reality being totally swamped,
Right.
what's the foundational idea the source puts forward? The
Okay.
starting point.
It's actually beautifully simple.
Hmm.
The core idea is just to make a conscious effort, a real effort to think in English, as much as you can throughout your day.
Think everything. Like, am I supposed to be narrating my whole life in my head in English? That sounds potentially exhausting.
Huh. Well, maybe not everything, especially not right at the start. The source is more practical. It's just starting smaller. Like just picturing a common situation is coming up and then mentally running through it in English.
Hmm.
Like say people are coming over later. You just mentally rehearse the greetings.
I see. So it's less about translating some deep philosophical thought and more about consciously practicing the actual language you'll need for things you can predict. Like thinking, okay, doorbell, I'll say, hi, everyone, welcome. So glad you can make it. Come in. Just those little rehearsals inside your head.
Precisely. That's exactly it. You're building that internal English monologue, but starting with really practical, sort of real-world stuff.
Yeah.
And the source makes the point that even these tiny moments of focused mental prep, they're a starting point. They help you begin to bypass that translation step. You go straight from the situation to the English you need.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, this is